up today on Coasting into Retirement, we'll be discussing Social Security. It's possibly one of the most important tools in the retirement toolbox today, and we want to make sure you're putting it to work as effectively as possible. Don't miss our in-depth discussion. Plus, you'll likely walk away from today's show with actionable strategies you can consider today to start making a difference for your financial future. We will discuss some of those steps for you in today's checklist challenge. Coasting into Retirement starts right now.
Retirement is more than a destination. It's a journey that starts with a dream, a vision for the way you want to live, recharge, and give back. To get there, you need a plan to reach your retirement goals. Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors has the strategies you need to plan for income, taxes, healthcare, and more. For years, Gary has been helping families plan for a successful retirement. Welcome to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Amy Sharp here with Gary Marriage. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that Social Security is probably on a lot of people's minds as they enter retirement, and it should be. This benefit can be a difference maker for your retirement income, but there are some obstacles to keep an eye on if you want to work toward utilizing your Social Security to its fullest potential, and that's what we're going to get into today. Gary, thank you so much for joining me for this important topic. I think every topic that we cover here on the show is, but this is on the minds of a lot of people. And so I want to start by asking you, what are some of the biggest considerations, maybe concerns that people bring to you when they come into your office and sit down with you or a member of your team?
Well, first of all, they got to find out what they're going to get in Social Security benefits, right? So you just go to ssa.gov, SSA, so that's the Social Security Administration.gov. That's where you're going to get your Social Security statement at. It's going to let you know what it is at age 62, 67, and age 70, what those benefit amounts are. Then we're going to talk about when you should activate your Social Security benefits. I bet if you ask, go down through your neighborhood when you should activate your Social Security benefits, half the neighborhood's going to say start it at age 62. The other half's going to say wait till you're 70, right? Because you better activate them quick because the government's running out of money. Or you better wait till age 70 because it's growing at 8% every single year. And what's growing at 8% right now? Guaranteed every single year. So you should wait and delay it. Everybody has their own kind of opinion there. But our job is to tell you by math and what you're really doing and what you've already saved up, what's the best avenue for you? What's the best strategy for you to take Social Security benefits? Because I don't know if you know this, but the Social Security Administration, they're not allowed to tell you about when you should activate your pension or your benefits.
They can give no advice,
right?
Yeah,
they can't. They can't tell you what's the best option for you. So that's what our job is here to do.
That is something that has always been I didn't realize that. You know, when you hear that fact that you can't just call the Social Security office and ask how this works.
It'd be nice, right?
It would be nice.
Yeah.
Sure, a lot of people would like to have that information. Let's focus first on the first point that you mentioned about when to take it. Is there what's the difference? Is there a big difference between delaying Social Security versus choosing not to delay it? And again, this probably is something that is sort of an individual case for each person.
Yeah, it is. That's why I love doing it because it's different with everybody. So let's say that you're retiring early now, but your spouse is still working, right? So he's still going to get income, and maybe we're going to activate yours early now. Or maybe you have a health concern and, things are going on and, you've been diagnosed with cancer, God forbid, or something bad like that. We're going to activate your Social Security benefits earlier now, because maybe his benefits are higher than yours, so we're going to activate yours much earlier. There's a number of different strategies that we have to go through, but that's really just sitting down with you and talking to you, find out what are your goals, what's going on with you, and how's your health, things like that, and should we activate Social Security now or should we wait later into the future?
Just how important is Social Security to most Americans? This used to be something that you had your Social Security and your pension, and that's what you lived on in retirement. Right. We can't just count on Social Security, or we hopefully don't have to count on it as our sole source of income in retirement.
And a lot of people do. That is their only source of income is just Social Security. So let's make sure that you're getting your benefits at the right opportune time for you. Now, some people, we have to activate them early because, again, that's all they have. So unfortunately, Social Security is not really keeping up with all the inflation that we've had over the years as well. I mean, we've had inflation up at like 7, 8, 9, 10%. And Social Security has only been paying us extra about 2 to 3%. growth on there. So it's not really keeping up. But yeah, so get your Social Security statements. Let's find out when's the best time for you to file for your Social Security benefits, and not with your neighbors telling you or somebody at the watering hole. I guess we talk about there too, right?
Yes, and again, this is one where the information you're getting from everywhere, media, everything is kind of coming into this, as well as also the watering hole. Is Social Security something that you believe people as a whole even understand? We've covered a couple things here already in the show, just early in this show, that makes it kind of clear that maybe people don't always fully understand this benefit.
Yeah, right. So most people, I guess they do have a general knowledge of where Social Security is, but they don't understand all the benefits, all the ways you can activate benefits, where you can do file suspends, when you should, file for half of your spouse's benefits, when you can actually file for your ex's benefits or half of their benefits too. That's kind of unique too. And they're like, are they going to know that I'm filing for half of their benefits? Like, no, they won't know. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, I get you a little bit more in Social Security benefits. So little things like that. And they're like, I am so glad that I came and sat down with you. I'm getting an extra $500 a month. Didn't know that I could get. But Social Security Administration won't tell you that. All right. So little things like that is what we do to help people. And, if you're getting an extra $500 a month that you didn't know you could actually get, that's a win-win.
Yeah, it's not like when we were talking about taxes on a previous show, how someone can walk into your office with one understanding of a topic, and they walk out completely, shoulders down, feeling relaxed, and hopefully with a little less of a fog in that area. Everything's a little more clear, crystal clear, hopefully.
They feel more confident about their retirement. They feel more confident about going into the future. I've had some people that are like, hey, we're about to file for Social Security benefits. And then after we go through all the planning, I'm like, do not file yet. And they're like, why? It's like 80% of your Social Security is going to be taxed. If you wait just till next year, then none of it will be taxed by the way that you're planning, doing, everything's going on right now with your incomes and all that stuff too. And they're like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought I just had to file right now. Like, no, you could wait. You can still wait. So yeah, it's planning.
You're kind of like a safety belt or like a life jacket. You're throwing, you're thinking, here, let me help you. We're
having it painted in our office. I wish I had met you sooner, because we hear it all the time. And I'm going to have it painted behind people, so when they come in, they say it, I'm like, just look there. Somebody else said that too.
I love that.
Pretty cool.
Well, we all wish we had met you sooner, Gary.
Oh, thanks.
All right, stick around if you will, and we'll continue this conversation. Up next, we'll get into some of the details on this decision of when to claim your Social Security. And later, Gary is back in the hot seat for Retirement IQ. We've got some great questions, so stay tuned. We're back after this.
More is usually better, but not when it comes to taxes in retirement. Tax rates might seem high right now, but these could be the lowest rates you ever see again. Think how that could impact your retirement. The good news is there are strategies you can take advantage of now to help lower your tax bill later and help get the most out of what you've saved for retirement. But don't delay. Time is limited and rates could rise soon. So act now to get your free tax analysis. Help uncover hidden savings and optimize your income in retirement. Take action and claim your free tax analysis now.
You've heard it before. Measure twice, cut once. When it matters most, it pays to take that second look. What about your retirement? When creating a plan to help increase your spending power, reduce taxes, build a legacy, and create income you can't outlive, another set of eyes might be your sharpest move. Take advantage of our free second opinion service. We'll see what you have and tell you what you might be missing, all at no cost to you. Reach out now for yours today.
They say knowledge is power. Whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are, you'll probably never say you know too much. The same is true with retirement. The more you know, the more prepared you'll be for everything in store. And we've made it easy to get started. This free offer is packed with knowledge to help answer some of retirement's biggest questions. It's our gift to you. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Act now and claim your free offer today.
Welcome back, everyone. Social Security is the topic of the day here with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors. We're going to start with the first point that you made, Gary, talking about when the right time could be to take Social Security. And I think it's worth rehashing a little bit, but also going a little deeper into this, the advantages of delaying Social Security. Because again, as we said earlier in the show, you're not able to pick up the phone, call the Social Security office, and they're not going to share any advice with you.
Right.
None.
Right.
We have somebody like you by our side, and specifically here today, so we might as well get into this as much as we can.
Yeah, so delaying it is either like a good thing or it could be a bad thing for you. I don't know without sitting with you and kind of going through all the details. But yeah, so if you already have plenty of income right now and you're going to continue to get that income, you may want to delay Social Security much later on in the future, especially if you're thinking about going back to work. I have a lot of people that will retire and they're like, they think they need to rush and get on Social Security right now. And then they're like, I really don't like retirement. I want to go back to work. I want to go, be a volunteer, or I want to go work for another company instead of the one I was at before. And then they go back to work, and guess what happens? They're still collecting Social Security, and now they're back at work, and guess what's happening? A lot of their Social Security now is getting taxed. So retirement's not for everybody. I have a lot of people that end up going back to work. So maybe that's just because they haven't found a hobby or things like that too. But yeah, we got to make sure that you're not activating your Social Security benefits just on a whim and, I need to activate them now, I need to get them, because you might be paying a lot of that out in taxes.
So benefits to taking it earlier, benefits to delaying it
yeah.
as well, and all along knowing that we have so many different options and so many different questions to ask.
Right.
What are, just throw out some of those, because what is it, like over 500 different ways?
Yeah, there's 500 different ways. I mean, think about that. So how much time do we have in the show to go through like every one of these right now?
I wanted to bring up that point because, I know we've talked about that before, but when you throw out the number 500 and the fact that you can't call the Social Security office,
yeah.
It seems a little.
Now you see how my job is, right? Now you can see where it's at.
I'm just trying to,
It's
understand.
so simple though for us, really. It's like, okay, are you planning to go back to work? How's your health? Or is your husband, or your wife, are they still working? Just give me those details. How much do you make a year? So I can start plugging that into our retirement CAT scan is what I call it. And like I said, we're doing this all the time in our offices, and we're doing these on these 80-inch TV screens, right? And then showing people, okay, this is what things look like if you activate your Social Security benefits now. This is what it looks like if we wait till age 67. This is what it looks like if we wait till 70. This is what it looks like if we file for both of your benefits at this age, right? So we can keep changing it. And what my software is doing is fast forwarding everything, and it's showing you all the way to like age out to 100. And you can see how much you have at that age, right? And benefits. And then we can calculate how much you're paying in taxes. When I start showing those numbers and showing how much more you're going to pay in taxes, they kind of go, yeah, I might want to wait a little bit longer before I activate those Social Security benefits. I'll wait till he retires, then we'll activate our benefits.
I was going to say, actually, how many times do people come into your office and they know exactly what they're going to do?
Right.
Like you said, some people have the spreadsheets and they've got it all going on. In their minds, though, they are set on, I am taking it now, or I am delaying it later. And then you do that CAT scan and show them and put the numbers on a very large screen, which I love. How often does the story change?
Most of the time. And I'm like, you can still do it the way that you were going to do it. It's totally fine. I'm just here to show you another way. That's right. Or confirm with you, yes, this is the smart move. This is the thing you should be doing, right? And then if I'd say, hey, your benefits, and you were right, you should activate your benefits now. Usually you're high-fiving each other in the offices like, see, I told you I was right. But sometimes I'm like, yeah, don't do it yet, because all you're going to do is look how much your taxes are going to be if you activate them now. And they kind of go, oh, okay, I'm glad that I, did that. And I'm glad I, forgot I took a big chunk out of my IRA this year. And now I'm going to activate Social Security benefits on top of all that income and, totally forget. I talk to people all the time, they forget how much money they pulled out of their accounts throughout the year. And then we have to go remind them about it. But that's what our program's all about, software, doing planning, just tracking all this stuff. Giving you advice, because literally it's your money. You want to make sure you get to keep and get as much of it as you possibly can.
Anything else we need to be thinking about with Social Security? And again, I think it's all about having someone on our side, someone that can guide us through this, and maybe not listening to all the outside noise that can impact our decision, letting the numbers, lay out the story for us. And then also, to add on to that question a little bit, just, address the fear, the worry that Social Security may not even be there for us.
Right. And I know there's a lot of people concerned about that. If anybody should have a concern about it, it should be me, but, I've planned on Social Security maybe not being there for me. And I've planned on it might be enough to just pay for my cell phone bill later on in the future, But I know there's people out there that are just getting Social Security and that's it. So it's really important for them to have it. I know it's going to be there. It's going to be there for a while. They've got plenty of money for it. They've figured out all the fraud and the abuse and, people getting Social Security benefits that haven't been. And there's, now there's a lot of money that's sitting over there that they found that oh, it's going to last a little bit longer than we anticipated. So I'm not worried about Social Security benefits running out for my clients, but I can show you this. I can show you in our software, hey, let's just show you that software, the Social Security is gone. You don't have that income anymore. What are we going to do?
Plan for the worst.
Yeah, here we go. And now here's where we're going to get our income from. And look, here we are at age 113 and you still have money, Amy. Everything's going to be okay.
And what did I say? I was going to live at least to that ripe old age.
We're good.
Earlier, so I feel good.
We run it, keep going, like, oh, you're good to 131. Then we got to come up with another plan. And that's if we don't do any planning between now until you're 131. I think we might meet sometime in between then, though, too, right?
All right. Well, this is all great information and important information, something that we all need to keep in mind, again, with those 500 plus decisions that need to be made with Social Security, the fear that maybe it might not be there for us, but also just knowing when to take it. So thanks for bringing that all into focus for us. Thank you so much. Straight ahead, Gary is in the hot seat for Retirement IQ. And later, what are some simple, actionable steps you can take to improve your financial future today? Gary has your checklist challenge. Stay with us.
In life, it's good to know what you have to work with. Knowing how many nails you have before building that birdhouse. Knowing how much sugar you have before starting to bake the cake. But do you know how much income you'll be able to count on in retirement? Retirement savings are one thing, but knowing how those savings can turn into income is another. Are you confident you know what your retirement income will look like? Call our team and get a free income analysis today. We can show you what you might expect for income in retirement. Find out now so you won't have to wonder later. Call for your free analysis today.
They say knowledge is power. Whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are, you'll probably never say you know too much. The same is true with retirement. The more you know, the more prepared you'll be for everything in store. And we've made it easy to get started. This free offer is packed with knowledge to help answer some of retirement's biggest questions. It's our gift to you. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Act now and claim your free offer today.
More is usually better, but not when it comes to taxes in retirement. Tax rates might seem high right now, but these could be the lowest rates you ever see again. Think how that could impact your retirement. The good news is there are strategies you can take advantage of now to help lower your tax bill later and help get the most out of what you've saved for retirement. But don't delay. Time is limited and rates could rise soon. So act now to get your free tax analysis. Help uncover hidden savings and optimize your income in retirement. Take action and claim your free tax analysis now.
Welcome back. Now it's time to put our knowledge to the test. This is our Retirement IQ segment. Gary, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. This is always interesting because I think we learn a lot during these segments. We find out about your knowledge beyond the questions that I've asked you in the show already.
I learned a lot of things too.
Good. I'm glad. This is always fun. So this first question, what percentage of Americans aged 65 plus will need long-term care at some point in their life? Maybe not such a fun question, but very real.
It's like 60%. Yeah, or plus, yeah.
Plus 70%. So
Okay.
close.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
It is.
And we've talked about that. You know, people are living longer. The likelihood
Of them needing the care.
of us needing that care, and then also just like planning for it at the right time. We oftentimes wait a little too late, and then the price tag is a little too high, isn't it?
It's very expensive, especially in the northern states too. Like I said, I work all over the place too, and nationwide. And I've had clients that have parents that are going into the facilities, or they're in there now, and they're spending like $15,000 a month. I don't care how much money you've saved. $15,000 to $17,000 a month going out every single month, that's expensive, okay? And I'm talking to them like, you need to bring mom down to Florida, because most of them on the average are like $4,500 a month or $5,000 a month.
Huge difference.
Money's gonna last way longer, right? And it's not like the care is less, the care is probably maybe even better. So yeah, long-term care is expensive, but it's it's something that most of us may need in the future.
We sure might. Okay, this is a fun one. Willie Nelson released an album purely to cover his tax debts.
Awesome.
An entire album of Willie Nelson singing about.
His IRS tax debts, huh?
It was called the IRS Tapes.
I'll be darned.
I know. I think this is actually great little tidbit to share.
Did y'all know that? Did anybody know that?
Did
you guys
anybody know that? I don't hear
Willie Nelson
anybody
IRS
raising their
tapes?
hand.
Yeah, I didn't hear them. Yeah.
Are we Googling it after the show?
I think we
yes,
will.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had to listen to them
Yes,
on the way
we-
home from the studio.
Absolutely. We are downloading the IRS tapes.
Gives us all an idea, though, now how we can pay for our tax debts, right?
There's always a way, isn't there?
Guess so.
There's
Gotta
always
start
a way.
singing.
Okay. I know. I don't think I can sing like Willie Nelson. Okay. 15% of Americans expect to work after retirement. Is this true or false?
That's false. Yeah.
And why is it false?
I think most people are just checked out. They're done, right? Hopefully they're going to be unemployed for the rest of their life. But I do have a lot of people that do go back to work because it just isn't for them.
Yeah.
Right? They're used to that, doing that 9 to 5. They're used to working. They've tried every hobby. They've tried pickleball, and they're not good at it. And they're like, I'm going back to work, or I'm going to go work for another company, a different corporate company than I worked for as well. So I think when I retire, I'm going to try to stay there retired, and everybody knows that I'm probably not. I'm going to keep working until
One and done. But well, and you'll wait until you get to
Probably.
that point. You'll kind of you already know. You already have that mindset of like, I'm going to keep working. I don't want to retire. And
Yeah.
some people are like, I'm adamant. This is the date. I've circled it on my calendar.
I'm not necessarily digging ditches and out in the sun all day, so this is kind of fun for me though too, working
Yeah.
with people and helping people.
Absolutely. Okay, you got time for one more?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. What percentage of people designate a guardian for their pets in their will? I love
Not-
this question. Have you done this?
I don't have that many. I have animals.
It doesn't matter how many you have.
Yeah.
Have you designated them?
For Rover, I haven't, but for my cows and things, I have a ranch and I have it structured in a company, but I don't know what the percentage is, to be honest with you. What's the
It's
percentage?
actually quite high.
Is it really?
Take a guess.
4%.
What?
I know.
77%.
Really? I have to meet those people. I have a lot of clients that
I
have
love those
animals and
people.
things, and they have dogs or cats, and I'm like, we need to put them in the will or the trust. And they're like, I didn't even think about that. I'm like,
saw
who's going to take care of your animals?
Something the other day that you should, do you tell your pet when you leave for the day, kind of what your day is going to be like? And I do it all the time.
Do you remember the lady that left like $7 million to her poodle? I think it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
How many years ago? Man.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
know.
to each his own. All right, all right. This is always fun. Thank
Lots
you
of
so
fun.
much, Gary. Still to come, you'll learn some of the simple steps you can take today to help you improve your situation. Because, as we say, how useful is knowledge without action? Stay tuned.
They say knowledge is power. Whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are, you'll probably never say you know too much. The same is true with retirement. The more you know, the more prepared you'll be for everything in store. And we've made it easy to get started. This free offer is packed with knowledge to help answer some of retirement's biggest questions. It's our gift to you. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Act now and claim your free offer today.
You've heard it before. Measure twice, cut once. When it matters most, it pays to take that second look. What about your retirement? When creating a plan to help increase your spending power, reduce taxes, build a legacy, and create income you can't outlive, another set of eyes might be your sharpest move. Take advantage of our free second opinion service. We'll see what you have and tell you what you might be missing, all at no cost to you. Reach out now for yours today.
In life, it's good to know what you have to work with. Knowing how many nails you have before building that birdhouse, knowing how much sugar you have before starting to bake the cake. But do you know how much income you'll be able to count on in retirement? Retirement savings are one thing, but knowing how those savings can turn into income is another. Are you confident you know what your retirement income will look like? Call our team and get a free income analysis today. We can show you what you might expect for income in retirement. Find out now so you won't have to wonder later. Call for your free analysis today.
Thanks for joining us today on Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage. And Gary, this has been a lot of fun. I say that in like, okay, it's fun to talk about because you're passionate about it, you're excited about it. Our viewers hopefully now feel like it's a little more fun to talk about Social Security because, again, it's an overwhelming topic. It's just one of many that we cover here on the show each week. So hopefully you feel a little more relaxed. And I think so often we say on this show, knowledge is power. We want to give you these actionable pieces that you can take away, and then you kind of wrap it up for us in the show now.
Yeah, so again, hopefully you've learned a lot of the ways that you can activate Social Security, and you shouldn't, this isn't just like a one-all be-all for everybody. It's not like you should activate your Social Security benefits as early as you can because the government's running out of money and you need to hurry up and activate it. And it's not about, oh, you should wait till age 70 because it grows at 8% every year and that's what you should do, right? And it's not the same for everybody. So really, hopefully people are starting to learn that planning is a big aspect of this whole Social Security Administration stuff. It's not just about calling the Social Security Administration and saying, hey, when should I activate my benefits? Fortunately, they can't tell you that. And I can't either. I can't just tell you until I've gone through all the details for you and then show you, here's when you should activate it because of this is why, all right? Your best bang is to take it at age 62 and you should take yours at 70. This is how much money you'll gain by doing it that way. Now there's always that break-even number and everybody wants to know that too. And that's like, well, maybe I should have waited and activated my Social Security benefits, or maybe, you know, I wish I could go back and I wish I could have delayed them, right? Usually it's around that age 84, right? Then that's when you should have made like a change. Like, should you have activated it earlier or should made you, activated it later though too. I know this stuff is confusing. There's just so much to it. Like I said earlier, there's 500 different ways that you can activate or you can, collect on Social Security. It's so simple though when you come in the offices and we can plug all the numbers in and then we can, give you an educated knowledge on it. So you can make an educated decision when you should activate your own personal benefits.
This checklist challenge that we do at the end of every show, I think is so valuable because sometimes we do just need to see it kind of laid out for us,
right.
and that's something you can offer to the viewers, and you can offer when they come in. It is just a great resource to have. And as I've said to you, I love a checklist. I know a lot of, probably a lot of the ladies do. You said a lot of ladies help you put this together.
I did.
Because that's what we do best.
That's right.
We make checklists.
Most of your planners.
Check them off. And so just as we leave and end the show, I think that's just great to know. That's always available.
Yeah, we have plenty in the office too, and I know people that get those, they love it because it shows like where everything is and what you have maybe hidden in the house. I've had people hide things in potted plants because they didn't want to put it in their safe. I remember back in the day, we would put things behind like picture frames, right? Or the coffee or the cookie jars. People hide money all over the place. But if you have this checklist and you have like it written down and you keep this in your safe deposit box, it's going to let your kids know, hey, mom hid money in the house and this is where she hid it at. Don't just throw away the potted plants. And I've had this happen. They throw away a lot of the potted plants. And then I'm meeting with the kids for the first time after their parents passed away. And I'm like, where's all the potted plants that your parents had? Oh, we threw them out. They were dead. And I'm like, oh. And then I go back there and I show them and open them up and then show there's gold and silver bars in some of them.
My gosh, I can't imagine. I'm going to go home right now and ask my mom, where are all the plants? Let me see them. Show
Where's
them
all
to
the
me
gold?
right now. All right, yeah. Great way to end the show. All right, thank you so much, Gary. So don't hesitate to consider taking action on what you've learned from today's show. For Gary and the team at Nature Coast Financial Advisors, I'm Amy Sharp. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you next time.